Hello and welcome to the vlog. I am starting a late afternoon trip. Gosh, I hope the road's not too loud. I'm waiting in line for the ferry. I'm probably at least 2 ferries out, which is annoying. But everything that I want to do in the beginning of today is at the south of Whidbey Island, so it doesn't make sense to go all the way around. We're moving pretty quickly, so I hope they're kind of on top of it for like a busy Saturday. It's Mother's Day weekend. I was planning on coming out on Mother's Day, but I have some scheduling issues, so doing it a day early. And we have some things to check out. Sunset up north, and then it is the solar storm that's happening. Last night I was downtown and took a bunch of photos. That was supposed to be the most vibrant, and I was dancing at the club during the hour that it was at its most vibrant. But from what I gathered and, you know, was incorrect about, we're moving. I thought it was supposed to be like all night long, and we're supposed to get more color tonight as well. I'm hoping that since I'll be in a darker place, we'll get more colors. But yeah, I'll be meeting a friend in the dark to go look at the lights. So yeah, hopefully getting on the ferry soon and then heading to Whidbey Island and doing some things in the south before shooting up north for sunset. Made it within the ferry terminal, though I probably have a whole ferry before I get on. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I should have time to walk around, so I think I will and check out some of the beaches. And it is so clear out that like all of the mountains are visible. Like I just drove and you could see Mount Baker, which is usually covered in clouds. Like last year, I think in March, and it was early, like the gardeners were like doing a lot of work. It was just me. So I'm glad it's now May, which is like the start of rhododendrons. And yeah, there's so many, they're all bloomed in different colors. It's so gorgeous. So floral, it's beautiful. I just finished up at Merkeek Gardens, Gardens. It really was a gorgeous place. I overheard somebody saying that we might have just missed peak with the flowers, and you could kind of see like some of them were dying or whatnot, but in comparison to me last year being so early that there wasn't a bloom in sight. This was a magical experience. I definitely saw a lot of people here with picnics and having a nice day in the garden. It's a beautiful space. I have to backtrack a little bit to go to our next spot, and actually like pretty much the whole reason I'm on Whidbey today is for this next stop, but I had to come here because they close at 5, so I wanted to make sure I gave myself a little bit of time. I wish I had more, but I wasn't expecting the ferries to take so long, and I think I know why. So I was overhearing some people talk about how like they're going out to Whidbey because it's close from Seattle, but far out enough to not have any like light pollution. So I think people are here for the lights this evening. So yeah, I think that's why it was busy. Also, when it's beautiful and sunny, the people come out. So I'm going to head to the next location, and yeah, I'm excited to check it out. I hope I can find it. I hope it's not crazy hidden. I am looking for an installation, and from what it says it's easily accessible from the parking lot and tucked away in the woods. This is a massive park. There's a whole bunch of equestrian trails in it. So I looked at a bunch of the maps around here and I didn't really see it labeled on the map. I imagine they want it to be semi-private. All right, the hunt begins. Oh God. I will not be going any further that direction. I found it. Yeah, it is pretty close to the parking lot. You'll take the west trail. But yeah, oh, I'm so excited. I came to Whidbey Island to make a phone call at the wind phone, but there is no phone. There should be a like vintage style rotary phone that you can make your phone calls to, but it's gone. And there's just this plant and I am heartbroken. The phone would be here and it'd be this like vintage phone, and it's not here, and I am so sad. This day has not been going as I was hoping, but I wasn't expecting that. It really is a beautiful structure, and I hope they put a phone back or there's something temporary. You know, this just screams this is why we can't have nice things, but I really thought I was going to have a hard time finding it. I thought that was going to be the issue. Not that I would find it and there'd be no phone. Okay. I am going to move forward, push forward, good vibes, good sun, all that goodies. I'm an hour from like Deception Pass and this mountain I want to go up for sunset. So I think I'm just going to book it there. I think that should be really gorgeous. And yeah, tonight at the lighthouse should be good too. Even, yeah, it'll be good. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm going to book it up the island, which is a shame. Like, there are a lot of things you can do on the island. Please, if you want to check out more ideas and things to do in the island, check my other videos. I was hoping to spend time, you know, at the lighthouses.
I put down my bag and wandered toward the stairs.
At the beaches, but I'm just gonna say it again, like the ferry took forever, which is so lame. I should have drove, but that also kind of feels lame. Okay, but yeah, heading up north for sunset. Should hit Deception Pass like early golden hour. I feel like it's kind of golden-y right now. Maybe just because of how the trees are. Yeah, the sun's still pretty high up. Okay, I gotta stop yabbing. I gotta go. We still have beautiful views to see and photos to capture. I can't be sad about the phone. We have to go.
basically going to take her husband for everything.
Everyone's feral for the auroras. It's so dark out. I might find my friend. Land! Land! Can't see anything. Just back. Oh, holy guacamole, this has been a day. I need you. Thank you. So I walked a little bit around Deception Pass for true golden hour, like really bright, sunny, goldeny hues, really gorgeous. I would love to plan a certain time. One, sunrises would be really cool there if you're at the Lighthouse Park, Rosario Park, and you could get like, if you are west of the bridge, I think the colors would look so cool. Maybe even lining up the sun with the bridge. Like that's what I would like. I don't know what time of year you have to go, but to get the sun in the bridge. When I've gone, it's usually towards like the end of the bridge. I don't know, more research, but the other thing I was really hoping for was like, it would be so fabulous for like orcas to go through. Orcas do go through this area a lot. It's a really swift, strong current, which I was really surprised to see several boaters out there. So it must have been like a calm tide or current when I was there. Lots of seals, like it's just a really fun park. Walking on the bridge is always a little frightening. It's quite tight, especially like people want to pass and then there's cars and rumbling and stuff. So when I was walking back to my car, there was a couple on the other side and the one guy was like, I'm getting over my fear. I'm getting over my fear. I don't know you, dude, but I'm very proud of you. I then drove to try and get like pinky cotton candy sunset colors on Mount Eerie. So Mount Eerie is here, and then the view would be south with all of the different islands and bays and the Puget Sound, and it's gorgeous. And the sun would kind of dip back and kind of pull out these like really beautiful purpley hues rather than like a blazing orangey fiery sunset. But since the night was so clear, it kind of had this very lovely gradient, but not these kind of like cotton candy hues, which you would get by having clouds in the sky. I was talking to another photographer up there. He's actually shooting the auroras there tonight, and we traded Instagrams, and I really want to see what he caught today. I told him I'm meeting a friend at the lighthouse in Mukilteo, but yeah, I'll be curious to see what he got because it's gonna be so dark out there. Yeah, that should be really beautiful. But yeah, I was talking to him and he was saying like that's kind of the problem with like Seattle summers is that they are so open sky that they don't really have those types of the clouds. So it's like in the winter it's too cloudy, it just goes straight to gray, and then in the summer there's no clouds, so it's just like soft gradient to dark. But it's such a stunning view. During the dry, like not snowy months, you can drive up there. Otherwise, there is a hike at the base. But I know during the snowy season, they shut it off because of maintaining the roads during the winter, ice and whatnot. But yeah, I hopefully got a really good time lapse of that. And then I jetted down here. It took me like over an hour to get here to Mukilteo. I feel like I've done like a massive loop. We started at Mukilteo and now here we are. God, I want to take a nap. I can't tell if my eyes are playing tricks on me or whatnot, but I felt like driving on the 5 South, like looking east into the really dark Cascades, mountain range, rural towns where there wouldn't be a lot of light pollution. Like I thought I was seeing some greens and whatnot, but I can't tell. And then when we got here, it's a madhouse. There were a bazillion people, people walking everywhere, like everybody. And then once we got to the lighthouse, there were so many tripods and stuff. Like, love to see this like energy and whatnot, but it has been wild. But I don't think I really succeeded in getting the lights tonight. They are they were forecasted to be much less vibrant than they were yesterday. And I was looking at my friend's map that she has with the forecast on it, and it really looks like I might have missed it again. I feel like, again, I saw a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, like a little bit of green, but it's crazy how Mukilteo Like you go down the main street or whatever and it's so bright, but then you go like a block in and it's so dark. Like by the lighthouse, it was so dark. Like I was having trouble finding my friend. I was like walking around shouting, quiet shouting her name. I didn't want to ruin the vibe for everybody. But I was like, hello? But yeah, it was so dark. I got some good photos of the lighthouse. It was cool. Coming to the lighthouse at night has been something I've wanted to do here, and I probably would like to do it again on a more like chill night. But it was cool. You're able to see stars, which is just crazy. Like we're not that far from light pollution, I feel like. But yeah, it has been a full day of going. I've been listening to a book that I have for book club that I'm actually really liking. It's a kind of a true twisty thriller. It's called Look Closer. It's a super twisty thriller with, I just feel like almost every other chapter there's like another revelation and I'm like, ooh, ooh. So that's been really juicy to drive around and listen to. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. My friend, she just texted me. There is like miles of cars of people trying to get down to the beach and they're not gonna see anything. They're not gonna see anything. All right, best of luck to them, but I'm going home. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Happy travels from me to you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.